Is anyone here hungry? Yes. When was the last time you found yourself starving? A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And no, I wasn't referring to food. I'm talking about the drive to chase your dreams. Now, I have spent so much time living on survival mode, but I love it. The energy, the passion, that's the hunger. Finding ourselves craving over a desire that nothing in this world can satisfy. Starving for inspiration and recognition. And I know many creatives can relate to this endless black hole. Getting your work published out there for the first time and being able to see it either physically on print or visually on screen is the best feeling in this world. It's a feeling so indescribable. It's like trying to explain the taste of water. When you see your artwork out there, be it a poster, you can say, hey, you're looking at my work. I made that. Or better yet, is when people actually recognize it. That's when you know you've created an identity. You have branded yourself in the work that you have done. And you have created a unique and distinguishable style that when people take one look, they actually say, hey, those are Sara's designs. It took me a while to get to that level. And yeah, I started off far from where I am today. Only because I was told that you couldn't make a career out of this. And it has frequently been mistaken that being good at art or design only meant that it had to be on a drawing block or canvas. And I thought so too myself, until I discovered graphic design. Design plays a huge importance, especially with big brands. It helps to differentiate them on so many levels. Design gives motive. It serves a purpose, and it tells a story behind the concept. So, when you actually, once you've actually discovered your design and you've actually found it, it's like walking into a home that you've built for yourself. You'll recognize the furniture, the paintings on the walls, the books on the shelves, and even the content of the drawers. You could even redecorate and still find your way around in the dark if you had to. As change is the only constant, and design is constantly evolving. From the era where gradient was the in thing to the now flat design. The goal is to never stay the same. That's the whole point of making art, is to be constantly moving. And I moved with it as well, realizing I was more inclined to the clean and minimal look, which made me slowly tune myself to that frequency. And I started stripping down my designs to the simplest form as possible. And in that, I found minimalism is complexity in its simplicity. The simpler the design, the more complicated it is. That's because the creativity behind it has to be symbolic. There is more to design than just simply picking a color or a font just because it looks good. You have to go through a whole thinking process. No, it's not easy. But if you enjoy it, the fun is endless. I am learning every day to allow the space between where I am and where I want to be to inspire me, not to terrify me. Many of us have no choice but to evolve through struggle. But it's good if we accept it and we embrace struggle as our greatest teacher. When you find your style, grow with it. Don't abandon it due to fear. Work on it with confidence in your individuality and uniqueness, because you are always going to be too much of something for someone. Too big, too loud, too soft, too edgy. But if you round out all your edges, friends, you are going to lose your edge. It's the same as design. You can't please everybody. Apologize for your mistakes, but don't apologize for being yourself. Keep that identity. They say the sky's the limit, but I disagree, because design took me to a different place mentally. I believe there is creativity in everyone. You have just yet to express it. So I say, when you go out there today from this talk, find your minimalism, your creativity, your identity. Use that to put your touch, yourself, in the work that you do. Because you yourselves are an artwork waiting to be discovered. That's the drive, and that's the hunger that is going to get you there. Do what I did. Prove everyone wrong. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Give yourselves a round of applause.